Welcome back to another video. My name's Jack. We're going to be talking about some wide receivers in this upcoming draft today. I got three really good ones: Casey Conception, Makai Lemon, and Jordan Tyson. All three are going to be taken really highly this year in the draft. They're some of the best wide receivers in college football from 2025. So let's just hop right into it. All right, in the first wide receiver we have is Casey Conception from Texas A&M. He's smaller frame, kind of 5'11", 190, as listed on ESPN. Last year he had 61 receptions for 919 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's a very explosive player, smooth and quick off the line. You know, he gets to his routes. He makes sharp cuts every route he goes on. And I think he's very consistent in getting open versus man, and he knows how to, use his leverage very well against them in man. And against zone, he, finds the soft spots well. He knows where to come back to the ball when, the quarterback's scrambling. He knows, to find the open space between the zones and finding the soft spots very well. Just very overall great wide receiver. He's a shifty player. He can create the yards after catch, very explosive, and he's, like I said, crafty, shifty. He's just overall good player. Some of the cons for him, I would put him at just that smaller frame like I was talking about, 5'11", 190. That could become an issue with, some larger defensive backs that are a little more aggressive, and facing press can become a little bit of an issue. He's had some issue with some contact in the press, but other than that, I think he's going to be very good in the NFL, and I think a lot of teams are going to be going after him this year.
Mario Kramer, and he fights his way in! As soon as that, he knows he's got one-on-one with a corner post. Great ball. First time we've really seen him throw with conviction downfield, and to throw again into the end zone. Touch pass, touchdown!
Next wide receiver up is Jordan Tyson from Arizona State University. He's listed at 6'2", 200 pounds. Last year he had 61 receptions, 711 yards, and 8 touchdowns on the season in 2025. A lot of pros for him. He can line up at every spot, at the X, the Z, and the slot. He's great at all those positions. He knows the route tree very well from each and every single one of them. He's a smooth and sudden route runner. I think, he's considered probably one of the better, route runners in the entire college football landscape from last season. He's very competitive, and he can go up and get the ball at any moment. And a lot of these highlights that are playing right in this video right now are him going up and catching that high touch pass where, he's got defenders all over him, and he's going up and getting it over top of them. He's got strong hands, and that's the ability of going up and getting that catch. Some of the cons I saw from him and have noticed over the past couple seasons, he's had some drops starting in 2024 and carrying over a little bit into 2025 season. That could be a potential issue for him in the league with different footballs and different people throwing the quarterback or throwing the ball to him in that quarterback position. And some other things he's had throughout his college career, some injuries that have lingered around throughout his career at Arizona State. But I think he's overall a great wide receiver. He's great in the run game. He's a great blocker from everything that I've seen and read about him. And I think he's going to be a very good wide receiver in the NFL, and a lot of teams are going to be going after him, just like Casey Conception. So we'll see.
Throws a laser. It's caught. It's Tyson. It's touchdown. Looking long. He's got a wide open Tyson. Jordan Tyson, hello. How do you do?
Not plays. Players, not plays. Sam Levitt throwing throws an absolute dime to one of the best wide receivers in the nation, Jordan Tyson. This is their best stand of hands of team.
Yeah, number 10 still out there. And you know what? He can run for it if he can get rid of it. He did. It's caught. It's Tyson. Why are we not surprised? That remains the setback. Levitt on the out pattern to Tyson.
Another fourth down forthcoming.
Touchdown! Touchdown! Tyson!
It was a really good call by the officials because it was clear that Utah was trying to draw ASU offsides.
It worked until it didn't. Now, on a little end around, give into the end zone. Tyson, touchdown. Now, Arizona State gets their first touchdown of the night.
We're down to goal. Wide open Tyson to decide the ball game right here. Levitt on the move. Levitt throws. It's caught by Tyson in open space. Tyson reverses inside the 25. Man. Pressure comes. Sims has the one-on-one for Tyson down the sideline and welcome back.
The last guy we're going to be talking about, probably my favorite out of these three, is Makai Lemon from USC. He's 5'11", 195, listed on ESPN. Last year he had 79 receptions, 1,156 reception yards, and 11 touchdowns. This guy is an absolute stud. Any team would be lucky to have him. I really want to go to my Pittsburgh Steelers, just because we need a weapon, and he's the guy for sure. He's a great route runner, and he has great feel for leverage. He uses his body really well and has great body control. He can run any route. He is the top notch of route runners in college football last season. He can win at all levels on the field. The short, the medium, the long. He can win at all levels. You can see him in these highlights that we got going for you. He is just amazing. And he's very reliable, third and fourth down. He's going to come up clutch for you. He's got great hands. He's not afraid to take a hit if he needs to over the middle when the situation's on the line. And he's explosive. He's got great yards after catch ability. Even though he is a smaller frame, he's able to run through guys and break tackles from defenders. The only thing I could see him struggling with, at least in his early part of his career in the NFL, would be playing mostly in the slot. With the smaller frame, he's probably going to be really good in the slot for any team. But as his career develops and he develops more as a wide receiver in the NFL, I could see him moving more to the outside as his career develops. But starting early would be, in the slot, I think, a little bit more. And that might just be because he has some tendency to struggle against the press. Not every time, but sometimes. So that could be why they want to. Scouts believe that he probably will end up starting in the slot heavily early in his career. And that kind of wraps it up for all three of these guys. Makai Lemon, Jordan Tyson, and Casey Conception. Hopefully soon I'll have some more players coming out for you guys. But hope you guys enjoyed.
You called it zesty. You're not going to see him here, but he's running what we call a spear route from the slot all the way across the formation. Play action keeps the safeties down. They don't have enough time to get back, and then it's just a layered, easy throw over the top.
Play for the Spartan defense. Lemon in motion. Throw it that way. Makai Lemon, catch and run. Mid-stride, he zips 9. Out of the gun, Mayava steps into his throw. First down, USC, and that's Mayava. Near side, caught. Will they have enough? Second effort for Lemon as he loses his hat. And he had an incredible catch earlier during the season. Mayava under pressure across his body, finds his pressure here. Mayava over the middle. Oh, what a throw! And what a catch by Makai Lemon at the 30. Mayava over the middle, caught. Lemon still moving. Mayava looking up the sideline. Caught. Touchdown. Makai Lemon. Special.